All right, so I want to talk about tokenized stream, the PumpFun situation. There's other platforms that are doing the same thing as PumpFun, but I want to talk about like the tokenization of a content house or the tokenization of like you familiar with that show called Real World, and it aired on MTV like I can't remember like how many years ago it was, but you familiar with that TV show?
Absolutely. I'll keep it professional and straightforward here. Yes, I'm familiar with The Real World. That was one of those classic MTV reality shows where a group of strangers lived together and had all their experiences filmed. So if you're thinking about tokenizing something like a content house in a similar way, that definitely makes sense as a comparison. Let's dive into that.
Yeah, I want to talk about the tokenization of that situation. So like, let's just break it down. So like, let's say we got 10 actors in this tokenized situation, right? So now we got 10 actors getting individual paychecks. So now, when the TV show airs, it's like, well, everybody may like this person, and then and then like some of the community members may like this person, and so like now, like the whatever the audience may like a particular cast member, they can support them by buying their coin or their NFT or something along those lines. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I see what you're getting at. So, in a formal sense, you're essentially talking about creating a tokenized ecosystem where each cast member effectively has their own digital token or NFT tied to them. And that way, fans can support their favorite individual directly by purchasing or trading that particular person's token. It's a professional and innovative way to let the audience interact financially with the content and the personalities they like most.
So let's say we had the content or but we'll just use the real world example. So let's say we had that, and then we put it on Netflix. All right, and then we have the same show, but we put it on PumpFun, which is a tokenized streaming platform that the audience members can like engage more with. Can you make a comparison between the two, like let's like what if scenarios, or like I don't know, just how like it's a stronger brand awareness and whatnot. Like, can you elaborate on that?
Certainly. I'll lay it out in a straightforward and professional way. If you compare a traditional platform like Netflix to a tokenized platform such as PumpFund, the key difference is the level of audience interaction and direct engagement. On a platform like Netflix, viewers simply watch the content, and the show's success is measured more traditionally by viewership numbers, ratings, and maybe some social media buzz. There's no direct financial tie between the audience and individual cast members beyond just watching. In contrast, on a tokenized platform like the scenario you're describing, each cast member gets their own tokens or NFTs. Fans can invest in their favorite cast member by buying those tokens, which creates a more direct relationship and a sense of stronger brand loyalty. It's a more interactive and financially engaging model. In other words, the tokenized platform doesn't just build brand awareness, it also builds a community that has a direct stake in the show's ecosystem.
Yeah, that's crazy. So just being able to, because I know there's plenty of TV shows that come out that like, people would like to invest in at the beginning. Like imagine if when Pokemon first came out, you had the chance to invest in Pokemon. Like nobody thought it was a $1 billion idea at the time, but if you saw and had the vision, like, there's that. So just the beginning of TV shows, bruh, stop biting on that one. Just the beginning of TV shows and being tokenized is we're leading into that era. I don't know. What do you think?
Sure, I'll keep it in that professional tone. I think you're absolutely right that we're stepping into an era where tokenizing the early stages of a show or a brand could give people a chance to invest in it from the ground up, much like that Pokemon analogy. It's definitely an intriguing direction for content creation, and it adds a whole new layer of engagement and potential community-driven growth. So I'd say you're definitely onto something with that idea.
Matt Cole over here tearing this thing apart. I had to put the ChatGPT on pause for a second. I'm telling y'all, man, this tokenized streaming, this shit is gonna go nuclear, bro. I have read on Twitter that somebody was comparing tokenized streaming to NFTs in 2021, and I don't know, that motherfucker might be right, bro. He might be right. Let me see what ChatGPT got to say. All right, so I was on Twitter earlier and I made well, I didn't make a post. I saw somebody make a post, and they were saying how like the tokenized streaming and things like that is kind of like NFTs in 2021. Like, what do you think about that? Because in 2021, NFTs they went to the moon and came back, but people didn't understand the technology and what was going on, and now fucking fast forward 3 years later, like you're able to use NFTs to like spread brand awareness and tokenize yourself. And I see the same thing happening with PumpFun. So it's like right now at the beginning, people don't understand what's going on, but then like 1 year, 2, 3 years go by, everybody's gonna be, streaming, tokenizing themselves. Like, what do you think about the comparison between NFTs in 2021 to tokenized streaming in 2025?
Certainly. I'll keep that professional tone. It's a very valid comparison. In 2021, a lot of people were looking at NFTs as this new, not entirely understood technology that just seemed like a hype wave. Fast forward a few years, and it became a much more established tool for brand building and community engagement. So I think it's fair to say that tokenized streaming could follow a similar trajectory. Right now it's on the frontier and maybe not fully understood by everyone, but over time it could become a mainstream way for creators and audiences to connect more directly. It's definitely a forward-looking analogy.
Man, I think that each blockchain is going to have their own set of streamers, because you're going to have to spread brand awareness for your blockchain, whether it's through picture, NFT, coin, streaming, fucking IRL event. You're going to have to utilize all these avenues of spreading brand awareness, and tokenized streaming is definitely going to be one. So I could see like there's tokenized streaming on Solana, tokenized streaming on Binance, tokenized streaming on Coinbase, tokenized streaming on Ethereum, and each blockchain, they're gonna have tokenized streaming. There's gonna be the big streamers out there like Mr. Beast. That's like the best like streamer person I could use to reference. But there'll be a big streamer out there like Mr. Beast. And then you'll have a layer one like Ethereum, and they say, "Oh, we want to recruit you to spread brand awareness for our blockchain." So now you just start streaming all day and spreading brand awareness for Ethereum. So maybe like you'll be streaming, and then you just go down blockchain like activities, like maybe take people to Sol or to the ETH scan, and then maybe show off some NFTs, walk around Decentraland, and then like those may be individual companies, but they're all on Ethereum. So the fact that you're taking those up, you're taking up Ethereum along with yourself, because you tokenize yourself too through the, you know what I'm saying? So bring that all together for me.
Absolutely, and I'll keep it all in that professional vein. So essentially what you're describing is that each blockchain ecosystem might have its own set of tokenized streamers, much like influencers or ambassadors who help spread brand awareness. It's a scenario where, yes, you might have a well-known streamer like a Mr. Beast of the blockchain world aligning with Ethereum, and their streams would naturally highlight that blockchain's ecosystem, tools, and platforms. In other words, each blockchain could cultivate its own network of content creators who are effectively tokenizing themselves and their audiences. And through that process, they're not just promoting their own brand, but the blockchain they're associated with. So it all ties together into a pretty cohesive and strategic form of brand building.
Yeah, it's all about spreading brand awareness. So whatever you got to do to spread brand awareness, use this tool, use that infrastructure. Yes, and so on and so forth. So I think we've been going for about 10 minutes. I wanted to cook something up today because I got to put something on the YouTube channel. So I just had to, come through with a quick topic. But, summarize everything we've been talking about, because this PumpFun stuff is serious. And I'm going to come back tomorrow and we're going to talk about PumpFun again. And I'm gonna live stream tonight, and I'm gonna figure out some more shit. And just every day me streaming on PumpFun, I'm gonna find out new things, and then we just go from there. So let's go.
Absolutely. Let's wrap it up neatly. In summary, we've been talking about how tokenized streaming can be seen as a next evolution, much like how NFTs were a few years back. It's really a tool for building brand awareness and connecting communities directly with the blockchains or platforms they care about. So you're basically leveraging these new infrastructures, whether it's on Ethereum or any other chain, to get that brand visibility. And it sounds like you're going to dive even deeper into this on your live streams and future content, which is great. So we'll pick it up from there next time.
All right. I'll see you next time. Let's go. All right, so that's that, man. Tokenized streaming. Bro, I got so many theories about this shit. Like seriously, bro, I got so many theories. And like I told y'all, man, platforms like GoFundMe, bro, they not even realizing what's about to happen. Like they about to get wrecked, bro. And platforms like YouTube, man, if you go on YouTube and you check all the content and everything I put on YouTube and everything I've done on Twitter, like none of those platforms have paid me, but you know I've got paid for putting my content on those platforms. There's a difference, you know what I'm saying? So no platform has ever paid me, but last night PumpFun, I got like $7 or $8 from fucking one night of streaming. So you know last night I made more money off a stream. Last night I made more money off a stream than I have in like the past 3 or 4 years of posting content on these platforms. And so if that ain't a sign for motherfuckers to wake up, I don't know what to tell you, cause that's literally, bro. For someone like me that's been cooking content for a long time and never made $1, but I still provide tons of hours of content for that platform. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Not saying like my content is better than anybody else's, but you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy. It's fucking mind opening, right? So y'all better get ready for this Web3 shit. And before you know it, Web4 will be here. So I'll see y'all in the next one.